Howdy folks, it's me again kicking it with CHG, or you can just call me Chris. Either way, it doesn't matter. Today, I'm just going to show you my vessels, my water vessels. Ooh, lighting. See what they talk about the lighting sucking on these things. Okay, well the first vessel I'm going to take you to, hopefully there ain't a snake under it right now, because that wouldn't be fun. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of snakes. Is this right here? Let me switch around. It is a Sun Dolphin American 12. It is basically a plastic John boat. That's all it is. Hold on, folks, here. Let me see if I can flip this over a little bit into... Okay, there you go. There it is. It is a 12-foot, I think 52 inches wide, flat-bottom plastic John boat. Is it the greatest? No, but it's alright. I got this, I don't know, about a year ago. Actually, I didn't get it. My dad did. I was looking at getting I'll sit you down right here for a second. Yes, you just got to see my fat body. But my dad, I had plans on picking up a pedal boat. My local Tractor Supply had one, and I was like, yeah, why not? That'd be a good little fishing vessel. Get around by paddling or pedaling on it. Big and wide. Should be very sturdy. You know, all that good stuff. But, yeah. So I went to my local Tractor Supply. They said they didn't have none, or I found out the price and everything. And I went to start saving up. Well, I told my dad about the idea, and he liked the idea, and he's like, let me help you out. And he's like, I'll pay for it. And of course, I'm like, no. I'm going to do it myself, blah, 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 because I don't like people paying for my stuff. And he's like, no, the way my dad is. Anyways, we'll get past that part. We argued for a little bit about it. Finally, I gave in. He gave me the money. Well, I went to Tractor Supply, ordered it because they didn't have none in stock, and started waiting. Well, a week went by, and I didn't do nothing. I just didn't worry about it. I kept waiting. Second week went by. Yeah, still not here. Third week went by, so I went up and asked him, hey, what's going on? How long? Do you know anything? Blah, 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 you know. And this was right around COVID time. They're like, well, we don't know when it's going to be here, blah, blah, blah. It could be a week, it could be a month, blah, blah, blah. So I started doing research to try to find another one. Well, found one in a academy that was close by. The closest academy I have, which is about 35, 40 miles away. And so I asked my dad if he wanted to go with me. He said, yeah, we went down there, and we seen that standing right, we seen it, and we're like, oh, yeah, and it was cheaper than the one at Tractor Supply and everything, so I was like, oh, cool, I'm going to get that. And then my dad seen that standing upright inside of Academy, right by the pedal boat. And Dad's like, well, why not get this? I mean, look at it, blah, 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 you know, and we started looking at it, we pulled it down, we checked it out and everything. So we decided yes. Now, I tell you, it's a fun little thing. But for two big guys, or just even one big guy that's that's not stable on his feet, it's not a very stable kayak. For a little 150-pound people, maybe, but for a 300 plus man, yeah, no. But don't worry, folks, there are plans and projects in the works for that you will see on these videos. Okay, now my next vessel, and it's my last vessel. We're going to turn you around here. kayak. Now, I know what you're saying, what you're thinking. I was just talking about how the paddle boat, or not my paddle boat, but the John boat is unstable, and then you say you got a kayak too? That does not make sense. Well, you're right, it doesn't make sense, but I went on a whim. Did not get the kayak I wanted. I got what I could settle for. And it was a poor choice, but I've got things in the works to be customizing. Now, you don't get to see all the customization I've done to it right now because I ain't got it all. But as you can see, this big plate back here, ooh, look at that. There's a spider with a fly in its mouth. Ain't that wicked looking? You don't see that every day at all. But it is a lifetime Yukon 11.6, means it's 11.6 long. Only cost me $489, I think, $498. I've already done some customizations to it. I'll give you a quick where the spider was. That plate, that is a transom for a trolling motor. Yes, I have a trolling motor on it. Got cables here, run through the inside, run up there to where the footrests are. There's a hatch I put in there. Here's the electrical outlet. Here's another electrical outlet. You guys will see. I'll do a video with everything together once I get this thing more sturdy. And yes, you see a lot of pieces and parts right here. This right here, I raised the seat up. Yes, I have not fixed the caul yet. I will fix it. It'll look perfect. It'll look great. You'll never see it. But I had to do that to get to screws. And see, here's where the cables go. As you can see right here, I've got stuff right here on a project I'm getting ready to do on this thing. I just got to get a couple more items, which you guys will see what that project is. And go from there. Now, I may end up putting the trolling motor up front here. I'm still working it out. I won't tell you much, but what you can see right there is the starts of outriggers. I'm going to be putting outriggers on this thing, so that way it's more stable, because I need it more stable. I mean, it's not a bad kayak, it just, for me, it's not that stable, and I want to make it stable. Let's flip this back around to me. Yeah, there we go. Anyways, get over here in the shade, because that sun baking me. Whew. It's only 10 o'clock and I'm already sweating. But anyways, yeah, this is my wife's chicken coop and her chickens. Why am I showing you that? I don't know, I just thought I would. But yeah, like I said, I've already done some customization on it. I raised the seat and put the trolling motor on it. Took it out a couple weeks ago. You guys didn't get to see that because I didn't have this yet. Actually, to tell you the truth, I did have this, but I didn't have it working and going yet. I got it. It showed up that day, and I went and got the wrong SD card. And so I wasn't able to do it because I didn't know which kind of SD card it is. The manual just said SD card. It didn't say a micro SD card. So anyways, there's that. But you would have seen it. I had the motor out. There was a lot of things, a lot of adjustments I got to do. The foot pedals, I couldn't get them to turn hardly. The motor was cooperating, but the kayak wanted to flip. I kept having to put one leg out one way, my body out the other, an arm in one direction. I mean, I look like a contortionist trying to keep this thing afloat. Yeah, it would have been funny. But I've got some projects in mind, and I'm gonna build the outriggers. Hopefully that works, and I can be able to throw the trolling motor on there. And after that, there's a couple more items, and that thing's ready to go. I've got plans of tournament fishing in it and all that. So, a lot of content once that thing is done, plus the content of working on it. I wished I would have had this camera before, so that way I can show the project of building the other stuff. But hey, do what you gotta do. But you will see the build of the Bassmasher. Yes, I call it the Bassmasher. Now, does it actually smash bass? I don't know, but I'm hoping it will. I think it will once I'm done. I'm talking about the plastic John boat. After when I'm done with it, oh yeah, it's going to be, hey, Tiny Boat Nation, TBN, shout out. That's what I'll have. Alright, folks, that's enough for today. Well, not today, for right now. Later on today, I'll take you all fishing, but that's a whole other video. Later, folks.